Solo Trucker here, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Shout outs to all the chingones and chingonas out there stopping by to say you won. 1 second, I'm kind of in a rush here. We if you guys seen we just dropped a video. We'll be having a special guest on tomorrow en Espanol. And for the first time, what's up, Vince? For the first time ever on the Wednesday night show, should everything go right, I should be on there. I should be on there with my brothers in crime, man. We got a special guest on there, and I don't want to miss this one. I got questions. Let's say, and I'm gonna demand answers. Answers. So again, I'm really trying to plan it out. Everything looks good. Okay, I don't want to guarantee that I'm gonna be on there in Espanol tomorrow, but everything looks good so far where I can make it. So you guys tune in tomorrow. There's a video that just dropped on who our guest is. Hang on, let me change this real quick. Despensa. There we go. So yeah, it's the matchmaker for Golden Boy. But with that, I want to come on here and just talk a little bit few things. One, the logo for Los Tres Chingones Boxing is changing. This logo right here. That logo, the logo that you see right here, me speaking on, we're changing it up. This logo was actually made kind of on the fly, and we're like, hey, we need something of our own, Holmes. So we got a logo. You guys can go check it out on our Facebook page right now, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. What's up, Daniel? And this logo will be changing very shortly. I'm still going to keep this logo right here that you guys see. This one. And I'll probably be rocking it whenever I go solo the way I am right now. But yeah, man, we're trying to do some big things here, man. So that's one of the things that's changing. We are changing up the logo. Like I said, you guys can go check it out on Facebook right now, or just stay tuned, homie, because this week, you guys will be seeing the new logo right here on YouTube. Shout outs to my hermano right here from the Salinas Report. So, also another thing, you guys tune in Friday. Shout outs to my brothers in crime, Mike Zavala and David Contreras. I'm probably not going to be on the Friday show, guys. I'm going to be heading out to Pittsburgh. I will be on an airplane. I'm flying out to Pittsburgh. But hopefully I can jump on possibly Thursday night. So not really going to have a chance to talk about the fight. But I do plan on going live Saturday before the fight. I'm going to be at a bar in Pittsburgh. So hopefully I could jump on and talk with all my chingones, man. With all you guys about the fight a little bit. But with that, chingones, enough of all those announcements, man. Let's go ahead and let's get into a couple of things that are going around in the world of boxing. I got a few minutes, so let's chop it up, man. Okay, number one, I'm sure everybody has heard that Tyson Fury issued a challenge out to Anthony Joshua with demands, by the way. With demands, basically saying like, hey, listen, You either fight me this date or none at all. And it was kind of apparent that Joshua was going to say, like, Charles, you ain't calling the shots, because Joshua was already asking for a date in mid December. Well, it came in that Joshua accepted. Does that mean this fight's taking place? No, it does not. This is boxing. That's not the way it works. But I'm under the assumption that Anthony Joshua is only accepting all these stipulations that Tyson Fury is doing just to pretty much call his bluff. Right? Does this fight materialize? I'm being real with you guys. So I hope it does. I hope it does, but I don't think it's going to. I would like for this fight to materialize, yeah. If it does, looks like the date is December 3rd. But I'm telling you guys right now, just because Anthony Joshua agreed, that does not mean that this fight is set and it's ready to roll. Nah, that's not the way it works, man. And by the way, this is Tyson Fury, homie. He can really start coming up with some more mamadas, for this fight not to take place. However, I will say, in this fight between these two individuals, I favor Tyson Fury. And I favor him, I don't want to say by far, but I do give him the upper edge in this fight, man. Verbally agreeing means papas. Yeah, that's right. It means pollito con papas, Holmes. Pollito con papas. But yeah, I think Anthony Joshua is just kind of calling this vato's bluff. However, I will say, man, I think Anthony Joshua is a warrior. I think he will go through with the fight. If Tyson Fury is serious about it, I think he would. Joshua he does strike me as that character. Tyson Fury, on the other hand, I mean, it's always up and down with that guy, dog. So he could come up with some straight weird stuff, homie. So we'll see what's up with what happens with that. What's up, Hectic? I know we got the big fight coming up this week, and we'll definitely get to that. I do want to talk a little bit about Conor Benn and Chris Eubanks Jr. At first, Mike Coppinger reported that not that the fight was called off, but that Chris Eubanks' father was pulling his son out of the fight. And I'm being real with you guys, man. For one weird reason, I'm kind of looking forward to this fight. It is kind of a weird fight. I get it. The catch weight is at 157. I don't know. I can't really explain why I do want to see this fight. Now, if this fight doesn't happen, am I heartbroken? Nah, chale, dog. No, I'm not. What's up, Puerto Rican Rum? But I am interested. I'm a big fan of Conor Benn. I am. And I think he could pull off this fight right here. I think he could pull it off. So the news is that Chris Eubanks Sr., he came out with the whole thing like, hey, man, I don't want to lose another son. And he's looking to pull Chris Eubanks Jr. out of the fight. But as it stands right now, okay, I was trying to read up on everything I possibly could. As it stands right now, this fight's still on. This is the dad just saying he doesn't want this fight, basically. But as it stands, man, this fight's still on. Is it going to be on, later on this week? I don't know. We'll see. I never like when somebody, in the camp like that starts talking like this. Lomachenko. Yeah, Lomachenko, he's finally making his comeback. Can't wait to see that guy come in, start doing his thing. I think he's coming back the end of October 29th, I believe. Jaime Ortiz. Hey, what's up, D-Style? You guys go check out D-Style Boxing, man. Let me see. Dang. 10 pounds over the welterweight limit. Yeah, that's why this is a weird fight, but for one reason or another, it is intriguing to me, though. I just don't like that dad's coming in and saying, like, yeah, I'm pulling my son out, but as of now, the fight's still on. Let's see. Garcia needs to take the B side and sign the fight. I was never a fan of this fight. I thought the fight was odd. I thought it was kind of a weird fight. We didn't hear a lot of rumblings. This fight was just kind of made pretty fast. I don't want to say with a complete snap of a finger, because I did hear a little bit about it, not much. And then next thing you know, orale, homie, the fight's made. It's like, damn. In the camp talks like this, it's usually an excuse to lose. Well, look, I mean, Chris Eubanks already was kind of making excuses, and I don't really want to say excuses. He was saying that he's coming to the fight 60% because, he has to drain himself. And look, that could be an excuse. It can be an excuse, but at the same time, I think it's actual facts. Should he be saying that? Probably not. Probably not. But is there truth to it? Yeah, I believe there is truth to it. But at the same time, why make the fight? Why agree to the fight? If you sign the contract, why come out later and say, like, well, you know what? I signed, I'm going to be in this fight, but I'm only going to be 60% because I got to drain myself. Hey, homie, then why sign the fight? Why sign on to it? To me personally, I think it's true. I don't think we get the, real 100% Chris Eubanks Jr. at 157 pounds. I don't think we do. But why agree to the fight? And then just start bringing that up. He's talking about his press conference and everything. Like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be 100%. I'll be 60%. Let me see. Man, it seems like Eubanks Sr. knows Ben's a beast. Ben is a beast. I've been talking about Conor Benn for a while. I think Conor Benn is the real deal. Yet to be proven. I get it. I understand. But man, I like what I see in this kid. And should this fight happen, which, I mean, the only reason why there's doubt that this fight was going to happen is because what Chris Eubanks Sr. came out and said. Outside of that, this fight's still scheduled to go on. But we'll see what happens with that. Let me see. What's my boy Mikey Cruz could expose Garcia. Garcia needs to duck him. Oh man, I don't know about that, Mikey. I don't know about that, man. I know people like to criticize Ryan Garcia, and I criticize Ryan Garcia too. I I'm pretty good friends with his brother, Bobby Garcia, but that's no excuse. I've criticized Ryan Garcia. Look, man, at some point, right? And I like Pitbull Cruz. I do. Hey, what's up, Pete Town? I like Pitbull Cruz. I do. I'm a fan of Pitbull Cruz. And just watching him live and just the energy of the gente, man, that just like are fans of his. Maybe like him even more. I'm like, damn, dog, I want to go to more of his fights, homie. Because he got rowdy for him. As much as I like him, man, dog, at some point, size is going to matter. Right? Ryan Garcia he's like 5'10". Pitbull's about 5'4". Now, size isn't the only thing that matters, but let's not sit here and say that Ryan Garcia doesn't have any boxing skills, because he does. If size was the only thing, then orale, homie, then I'll say, okay, yeah, I think Pitbull Cruz just mops him up. What's the only advantage that the other guy got? In this case, Ryan Garcia, what, just because he's taller? Then I'd say, like, all right, no, Pitbull will chop him down like a tree, homie. But that's not the case here. Ryan Garcia does have skills. You could question, his determination in the sport. You could question, is he really determined to be great? You can question that, because I question it too. I do question it. He has anxiety issues and stuff like that. He's pulled out of some fights. Yeah, you could question it, homie. I'm not going to debate or argue with you on that one, because I've questioned it. But I won't question that the guy's got skills. Is he a perfect fighter? Absolutely not, dog. Yes, he does stick his chinny chin out there to get rocked. Let me see him. I think Isaac Cruz gives Devin Haney problems. I think Cruz can get inside on Devin, and Devin can't hurt him. Puerto Rican rum, I don't think, yeah. Okay, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Devin Haney, while I think he is a good boxer and a talented fighter, the kid's got no power. The kid does not have power. He does not have the snap on his punches to keep Pitbull on the outside. Because that's, if this fight does materialize, man, that is that's what Devin Haney needs to do. He needs to keep Pitbull away, right? Use his longer arms, use his height, his reach, but he does not have that snap on his punches to keep Pitbull Cruz away. And by the way, Cruz can take some punches. Pitbull can take a punch. Shoot, he could take multiple punches. Now you put him in there with a guy that doesn't have power to his punches. Come on, dog. With that, yes, I say he can get on the inside and start chopping Haney down. I'm not saying I favor Cruz. I would like to see the fight. But somebody like Ryan Garcia has a little bit more snap to his punches. He does have more power to his punches. Again, I'm not picking one over the other. Let's see. Name and division where the tallest guy is the best. Man in water. You know what, dog? That's a rough one, man. Because right now, like, we could bring up the 135-pound, right? I mean, Devin Haney's pretty tall. Is he the best? I don't know. I mean, he's the unified champion. Does anybody think he is the best? I mean, I get it. He's unified. I understand that. I understand he is the guy. But would anybody here label him the best? Yes, the best, because he is the champion. Absolutely. But going in there against anybody that you can think of at 135, do you favor Devin Haney over everybody at 135? So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say, who's the best. While I do like unification matches, while I do like to have one champion, because of the political spectrum in boxing, which is complete garbage, it has cheapened championships. It has cheapened titles. It's unfortunate. I don't like it. I mean, 147, dog. I mean, are we ever going to see that match? Who knows? We should. It's the best versus the best, apparently, right? But because of the political spectrum in boxing, who knows? Maybe we never get it. Yeah, let's see. He could beat up a double end bag like no other. Cruz would be B-side for sure. Yeah, he would be B-side, dog, because regardless of what anybody thinks, popularity is the main thing. It still is, man. We'd like to believe, I'd like to believe that being champion means you are the main guy. But while it should be like that, it's not always like that. Right? It's basically your popularity. It's unfortunate, but it's how much money do you bring in. It's unfortunate. I'm not saying that's the way it should be, but in all reality, not completely across the board, but in quite a few cases, that's how it is. Let's see. I understand Ryan being a good boxer, but he is too flat-footed, and Cruz might catch him. Yeah, no, Vince. Yes, I agree. He could catch him. Definitely. What's up, G Funky? How you doing, brother? Let me see. You can't argue Tyson Fury is the best. You can. He's probably the tallest major heavyweight. That's a good point. That's a good point right there. Tyson Fury, yeah, I guess he is the tallest in heavyweight, and yeah, I would say he is the best. At the same time, man, he, when at his height, just the way he's able to move, even though, just the way he's able to lean up against the ropes and move and dodge punches and use his shoulders. It's kind of unheard of at a man his size. So, yeah, no, I agree, man. Puerto Rican rum. What's up, Impala? Let me see. Haney said, I have more followers than you, to Lopez. You know what, man? Listen, I like Devin Haney. I do, man. And I applaud him for what he did, going to the Thunder Down Under. Right? Because it was supposed to be Lomachenko, and we all know what happened with that. So I applaud him. I truly think Devin Haney, honestly, homie, from everything that I've seen from that kid, I truly believe that Devin Haney is willing to get in there with anybody and everybody. I truly believe that about the kid. Unfortunately, his style, his stilo of boxing, it doesn't sell too well. It's not the best seller. I can appreciate it. Some real true boxing aficionados can appreciate it, but it's not the most exciting, and it doesn't sell that much. You watch a Devin Haney fight, you're not seeing a lot of action. You see some skills, right? He doesn't have the hatred where people really hate him like they did Mayweather. And I'm not trying to compare his skills to what Mayweather Jr. had, not by any means. I'm just saying he doesn't have the hatred, right, for people really want him to lose. I like Devin Haney, but let's be honest, dog. His estilo doesn't really sell much. And he is unified at 135, and he is the guy. But is he the number one seller? I don't think he is, man. Hectic Nasty, I'm right there with you, homie. I am right there with you. Shakur Stevenson. Now, you want to talk about an upcoming fighter. You want to talk about a kid who looks just great. I mean, he's talking about, you know, he made a couple of signals here and there that he's moving up to 130, 135. He's not there yet. But, you know, it looked like he's getting close to the line, like he's flirting with it. And I've been saying it, I'll say it again, dog. If he goes up to 135, I would probably favor him over everybody at 135. I'm not saying he'll win. I'm not saying he'll beat everybody. But I would say, dang it, dog, this guy's got a good chance against everybody at 135. Because this kid is that damn good. Let me see. Too defensive at times and holds a lot. Not very pleasing to the eye. G Funky, you know what, G Funky? I mean, man, where he really blew it, man, was in that fight against Linares. I mean, he was running to Linares to hold him. Did he win the fight? Yes. On my scorecards, yes, he won the fight. But damn, dog. At times, you know, he was hurt, he was wobbly, and he just kind of ran. It was like a movie, Holmes. It was like a movie, right? You're away from your loved one, and then you see him, and then you just run to him with your open arms and hug him. I mean, that's kind of what it seemed. And hey, look, man, everybody can say what they want, dog. I think the kid's got some good skills, but his style of fighting is not going to sell very well. I'm interested in seeing how Shakur looks again. Yeah, man. You know, I just, you know, there's certain fighters that I just want to see fight, even if they fight complete nobodies. But I just, Bam Rodriguez. I can't wait to see that kid fight this Saturday. Virgil Ortiz. I love watching him fight. Conor Benn. I know maybe some people are not high on Conor Benn. I am. I love watching him fight. Shakur Stevenson. I love watching him fight. Respect Chucker for lacing up the gloves last June and throwing chingazos. Yeah, homie. Yeah. Hey, man, respects to you, Mike Diaz. You guys go check out my boy, the Salinas Report. Mike Diaz right there. Every now and then he'll talk a little bit about boxing, man. But you know what? His channel is really good, man. This guy brings a lot of knowledge, just knowledge in life, Holmes. And every now he'll touch a little bit about boxing, maybe even a little bit MMA. But you know, he's just a knowledgeable guy, man. You guys go tap into his channel. And he was the ring announcer and commentator in the fight that I had last year against Gunner. And it was 1,000 degrees in there. And my man right here from the Salinas Report was in there in a full tuxedo, bow tie, and everything, man. I don't know how he did it, Mike. Okay, let me see. That was one round after getting rocked. What do you expect him to do? Man in water. Well, he could do that, which it worked out. Again, I'm not hating on Devin Haney. The kid's got skills. Okay. And it worked for him. All right. Some other fighters will fight through it. But if he was really that rocked where he had to be running and holding on, okay, hey, listen, more power to him. It worked for him, and he did end up winning the fight. The point that I'm bringing out is that that style does not sell very well. That's the point that I'm making. It doesn't sell very well. What I expect him to do, hey, listen, is to win the fight, and that he did. Right? But if he were able to get his bearings a little bit better and have his offense be his defense instead of holding, that would have brought some excitement to the fan base where they would want to see him fight a little bit more. I'm not saying that's what he should have done. What he should have done was whatever he had to do in the best of his interest to win the fight. I'm just simply saying that didn't help his case to sell fights. But real quick, guys, let's go ahead and touch on Triple G versus Canelo, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna. I'm not gonna be able to be on Friday with the other chingones. They will be on, but I'll be on. I'll either be on an airplane or at an airport. Look, I got Canelo by stoppage in the late rounds. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Triple G. Okay, I am. Now, is that just to pump up the fight? I don't know. But I'm hearing a lot of great things about him. I'm hearing that he's looking better than ever. He's looking very sharp. Again, all these can be talking points. I mean, what else is his corner going to say, right? What else is his team going to say? And if they're trying to sell the fight, what else are they going to say, right? But that's all I really got to go off of. I got nobody, in his camp that's going to tell me anything real. So, of course, they're going to come out and say, like, man, this is the best Triple G, I've ever seen in my life, man. I kind of find that hard to believe. But then again, dog, this is it for him, right? He's 40 years old. The trilogy, he loses this. Is anybody interested to watch his next fight? If he has another fight after this, should he lose? You can make an argument that, hey, you know what? Canelo lost a step because he lost to Bivol. I hear some people saying that. I'm like, I'm not so sure about that, man. That was at another weight class. Did it damage his self-esteem? Well, that's another argument. Is he taking Triple G serious? I believe he is, because he's coming off of a loss. If he wasn't coming off of a loss, maybe, just maybe, he might underestimate 40-year-old Triple G. Maybe. I'm not saying he would have. But since he's coming off a loss, I don't think he is underestimating 40-year-old Triple G. I think Triple G is in the fight. I think he gives Canelo maybe a good 6, possibly 7 rounds. But that fight against Murata that Triple G had, I'm telling you guys, man, Murata was all over him, and he was really digging to that body. I mean, Triple G is one tough puppy. The guy can definitely take punches. And I do see Triple G hanging around. When I say hanging around, I mean putting up a really good fight, possibly even winning rounds, yes. 6, 7 rounds. He may take a few of those rounds. Yeah, absolutely. After that, going into the 8th round, I don't see Triple G getting a round after that. I'm not saying Triple G wins all 6, 7 rounds. I'm saying that is the window that I'm giving him to win rounds. And I think he does take a few. Going into the 8th, I don't think he takes a round, and I think he gets stopped. I'd say, oof, man, maybe in the 11th. This is not a 160-pound Canelo that he fought before. Canelo since then has gotten older and his body has grown. Impala, who'd you spar, Cholo? Who did I spar? Like last year, preparing for the fight, I sparred against a couple of guys over here at the G Unit gym. It's actually a backyard gym. They had a couple of guys right there for me. Shout outs to Chino and 19-year-old Nate Dogg, which is the one that actually ended up breaking my ribs before I went into the fight, man. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't run. It was hard to breathe, man, dog. But it was all good. We got through it, man. Man in water. Triple G looks good. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. That's what I keep hearing, man. And again, I don't want to say he doesn't look good. I'm just saying, of course, they got to see that. They got to sell the fight. And I'm sure he is doing everything he possibly can to be at his best. In my opinion, I just don't think he's going to be enough, man. Father Time does catch up to you. And he's not the slickest boxer, okay? It's not like he's got an impeccable defense. What's up, Raider LA? Looked like some shit against Derenchenko fights. A few no names. Looks like shit against Murata. Then gets a Canelo fight. Canelo is going to retire him. Yeah, I think he is, man. I think he is. You know, he's Triple G. I'm sure he's doing everything he can to be in the best shape he possibly can at 40 years old. He was never the slickest fighter. He never had the best defense because he was able to take punches like nothing, right? This is not 160 pounds, though. This is a bigger Canelo, 168. The punches are going to affect him a little bit more. Yes, Triple G is moving up and gaining weight as well, but this is the first time that he's going up to 168. How is he going to handle this weight? Canelo's been fighting at 168. You know, so I just think the deck is stacked against Triple G. And I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be entertaining, but I do see Canelo stopping him in the later rounds. Let's see. Dang, pops. Gracias, Impala. Let me see. I'm going with Canelo by unanimous decision, but I don't think he stops him. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I could see it going to decision. I just, when I saw the Murata fight, man, it just, Triple G looked like he was gassing out. And look, man, what's the old saying? Father Time is undefeated. Right? And you're fighting in his prime Canelo, who's bigger and stronger now. He's been fighting at a heavier weight class at 168 now. Riding solo today. Yeah, man, just for a few minutes. I'm going to tap out of here in just a second. Let me see. I got Canelo. Dominant decision. Yeah. If it goes to decision, it's going to be all Canelo, man. What if Canelo loses? You think it's over for him? Oh, if look, if Canelo loses, it's not over for him unless he wants it to be over. But I think Um, I think the major attraction that he is takes a little bit of a loss. That, yes. I think he could still have some fights and make some good money. But yeah, no, dog. I don't think he'd be the face that he is right now. So, and that'd be two straight losses. Granted, one of them was at 175. So it's not like he went and lost his titles up there. He's still unified champion at 168. But yeah, what is he gonna take a step back? Definitely, definitely, big time, dog. Because this is, an older, out of his prime Triple G. I still think he can come back and have some pretty good fights. Would he be pay-per-view material? Probably not right away, man. He probably have to work his way back up to become pay-per-view. Maybe his fights might be on regular DAZN should he lose to Triple G. So yeah. Hey, but with that, guys, I gotta go ahead. I gotta check out, man. Shout outs to all the chingones out there. If I don't talk to you guys, man, because like I said, I'm gonna be out in Pittsburgh, but I'll see what I can do. All right. If I don't get a chance to talk to you guys, man, you guys be good. Enjoy the fights. Whatever you guys do, be safe doing this. So we can come back and do it again. Shouts to all the chingones. I'll catch you guys next round.